Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at people who had a hell no experience. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. Dad lived in a little village near Bristol, UK for pretty much all of his life. I grew up there too. It's not too far off the main road, and there's a nice pub in the middle of it that's practically a second home to all the locals. One night during the late 80s, Dad and his friends are all down the pub, which is having a lock-in. The main road had recently been closed for resurfacing and all traffic had been diverted through the village, so there were plenty of new people who'd come in after seeing the pub on their way home. It gets to about midnight. Everyone's a bit merry, and suddenly there's a knock at the door. It's one of those new guys who'd occasionally pop in from the outside village, who's white as a sheet, out of breath and trembling. The landlord invites him in, sits him down and offers him a drink and asks what on earth happened. I've just run over some poor girl. Everyone in the pub goes quiet. It's very close-knit around there, even today, and nobody wants to hear that one of theirs or their friends' kids had just been hit by a car. People start asking him questions. Who did you hit? Is she badly hurt? Where is this? It was on the main road, where they just all had the roadworks. I don't know who it was and I can't find her. Checked everywhere. I think she must still be under the car. What? Now, everyone notices that this man hasn't driven there. He's apparently left his car on the main road and run to the pub. Panic does odd things to people, I guess. Pretty quickly, everyone realizes someone's going to need to go and check the accident site, while the landlord calls the emergency services. No mobile phones back then, so about a half dozen people head out to where the roadworks were. There's the car, headlights on and driver's side door still open, sat in the road at the end of some very long tire marks. The locals check the verges up and down the road. No girl lying there. No girl lying in the road. They look under the car, nothing. Someone points out that the car's pristine too. Doesn't look like it's hit anything at all. They take the car back to the pub and let the driver know he hasn't run anyone over. But I saw her and I heard her hit the car. Someone asked how fast it was going to cause that big skid mark, and he looked ashamed before saying 70, I think, maybe 80. That's double the speed limit. Eventually, everyone chalks it up to him being tired. He gets to spend the night in the pub and it all quietens down. 2 weeks later, it happens again to someone else. A driver insisting they hit a girl late at night on the main road, but no sign of an accident at all. A month later, it happens again. For the next year or so afterwards, people came into that pub at night insisting they run someone over. The village got a ghost story. Turns out there was an explanation for all of this. It only happened late at night at exactly the place where the roadworks were, and usually if the driver was speeding. Any guesses who the girl was? Huh? I'm trying to guess before I read the next slide. What do you mean? What? No way someone... What? Unless like there's someone at the side of the road like throwing a ball with like a wig on or something so people would stop speeding, right? To just scare them so they don't speed ever again kind of thing. Don't know. She was the please drive carefully through our village sign, half covered in ivy. You'd hit the resurfaced part of the road, the car would go bump and the headlights would hit her at the same time. If you weren't paying attention, she looked like a teenage girl in a dark skirt. They only figured this out after someone ran her over for real and then moved her. The ghost sighting stopped after that, but my dad and his friends still tell the story. Yo, that's crazy. They were hitting a freaking sign and it was covered with like leaves, so it looked like a girl. Yeah. Seriously though, I mean, that's good that they actually weren't hitting someone, but damn, they should slow down. Jeez, like why are you driving so fast? Ah. Everybody was like, I hit a girl. I freaking hit a girl. And then it keeps on happening. Yeah, it's a freaking ghost. But you know what though, because there's only like a handful of people coming to the pub and saying they hit someone, I feel like so many other people probably hit the sign too and thought of the same thing but never told anyone. I was around 11 to 12 in a public restroom that had a couple stalls. Just sat down to start my piddle when the woman in the next stall asked if I could pass her some toilet paper. Sure, no problem. We've all been there. When I passed her under the divider, she ended up stroking my finger as she's taking the paper. Her index finger lingering on me. I didn't think anything of it. It's an awkward pass. I finish up flush and step out of the stall to go wash my hands. As I'm starting scrubbing, she steps out of her stall. Normal looking 40-ish woman. Just looks like someone's mum. She starts washing her hands and just locks eyes with me in the mirror. It was only about 3 seconds in total, but I remember how her smile suddenly went from generic to something a little darker. It was hard to explain, but I felt like she wanted to eat me. Every possible spot of skin that could get goosebumps stood to attention. Instinct told me to get out of the bathroom, so I bolted. Could have been nothing. Could have been a childish dramatic projection, but I swear that bitch was going to chew on me. Yo, that's freaking scary. I don't want to make eye contact with anyone in the bathroom. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you looking at me? But yes, it makes even more sense because this person was a kid, okay? So that woman was probably a pedo. Yes, that's what it was. That's what I'm going to think it is. Because why would you smile at a kid like that? Why would you lock eyes with a kid for like 3 seconds and be like, you know, why? That's weird. You don't do that. The fact that she's even 40, she should know better. Got into a car with a friend. Did not realize she was very high until she almost killed us, blowing through a red light. Made her pull over and I drove us home. Suspended license. I was not ready to die like that. Yeah. For sure. Okay. You'd rather be fined than to actually die because your friend wants everyone to die. Okay? When I was 10 or so, I woke up before everyone in the house. It was like 7 a.m. and decided I would sneak into the pool. I was waist deep in the water before I saw the alligator on the other side of the pool. Yeah. Oh, hell no. That is the right reason to say hell no. What the hell? Are you kidding me? The fact that they were just like, I'm just gonna have a chill day in the pool. Nope. Nope. You can't have a chill day in the pool. But how does that even happen? How does an alligator just get in the pool? Like, aren't there gates or anything? Early one morning, I was leaving a hotel and a man followed me to my car. I jumped in quickly and locked the doors as my butt was hitting the seat. He knocked on my window and I let it down only about 2 inches. He tried his best to convince me I dropped a key in the parking lot and should get out and get it. It was a ploy and I knew it. I finally looked at him in the eye and said, no, not me. He knew I meant that he wasn't getting me. I wasn't scared, but instead furious. I left before he did and hurried to get onto the interstate. With heavy 5-lane traffic, he came flying up behind me, and then right before slamming into me, he darted left between cars, almost causing an accident. I couldn't report him because I left so quickly and didn't get his plate number. I never stayed at that hotel again while traveling that route. Are you kidding me? So he literally did all that, and because she was like, nope, I don't care about what you say, he literally slammed into her car. That's crazy. But honestly though, some people are just dumb because it's like, okay, you saw me drop my key, but you didn't pick it up for me to hand it to me. I stepped into an elevator on the 8th floor of a hotel and hit the 10th floor button. Right before the doors closed, a group of at least 15 people jammed themselves in while I'm standing in the back corner. The elevator was rated for 10 adults. Instead of going up, the elevator slowly started to go down. After half a floor, the elevator went into freefall for roughly 2 floors until the emergency cable caught. I thought I was gonna die that day. Are you freaking kidding me? This is my biggest fear too. It's like when I see like too many people in the elevator, I'm like, you guys, someone needs to get out. But I'm pretty sure this is what everyone is afraid of when they get on the elevator, that it's just gonna free fall. Or when you press the button and then you think the elevator is gonna come up and the doors open, but there's actually no floor there. That's my big fear too. Because I've seen that happen in a video where, yeah, the guy thought, you know, his elevator's here. He walks on without looking and then he just falls. How? I used to work the night shift all the time and basically shifted my whole sleep schedule over to that. Wake up 7 p.m. every day. It was fine save for the fact that every now and then I'd have to do my grocery shopping at like 10 p.m, which wouldn't be so bad if I also didn't have epilepsy, which means I can't legally drive. So I bike everywhere, usually listening to podcasts on the way. One day I was on my way home from shopping and got to my driveway. It wasn't creepy really, just secluded. Anyways, it's a long drive through the woods and I'm used to all kinds of animals jumping out and running by as I'm going down the road. But this day something felt off. I saw an animal jump out into the middle of the drive and I just stopped waiting for it to scurry off. I honestly thought it was a deer because they're stupid and everywhere. But then my lights caught the eye shine and realized it was way too low to be a deer. My next thought was, oh great, it's one of those coyotes that we keep seeing in the backyard. I unplugged my headphones and turned my music up as loud as it'll go. I started stomping my feet and trying to scare the dumb coyote out. I was shining my lights out on it. It just stood there staring at me. But then it got low to the ground and sulked towards me. I realized immediately this was not a deer or a coyote, or even a neighborhood dog escaped. It was a mountain lion that was now slowly approaching me. I backed my way out of the driveway, making sure not to lose eye contact with the animal, and then busted my ass down the hill to my job. The only reason I know it was a mountain lion was as I turned the corner on the top of the hill, I tilted my head to make sure nothing was following me, to see another, maybe the same one, sitting on a rock wall literally 4 feet away from me. It normally takes me 30 minutes to get to work. It only took me 10 minutes that day. This person is freaking lucky that they got out of there quick. Because seriously, yeah, I'll be saying the same thing. Oh, hell no. Like, no, not today, pal. But good thing they were trying to scare it away, because apparently that's what you're supposed to do anyways, right? You're supposed to scare the thing away and then they'll run away. I was home alone one day and heard someone walking on the roof. I literally almost shit my pants. Found out later that the roofers were coming that afternoon. Mum forgot to tell me. Yeah. You know what though? This happens so often with birds too. Every single time I feel like there's like someone on the roof, it's a freaking bird. I didn't know birds made that much noise on the roof. Like, they're actually loud. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.